crashing over the clouds and around the world. Here comes the wild side of wildlife.
The Animal Show!
And now let's have a wild welcome for your furry friends,
Stinky and Jake!
Now it's the Animal Show! Hello, all you little animals out there.
I'm Stinky.
And I'm Jake, and on today's show, we'll meet two animals that fly.
Oh, we have birds on the show?
No, Stinky, our guests are a Colobus monkey and a flying squirrel.
Excuse me for a moment. Jake, monkeys and squirrels do not fly.
Well, in a way, you're right. You see, these animals don't actually fly, they glide.
Oh.
Yeah, they can leap great distances from tree to tree.
Oh, I can do that too. But I never quite make it to the other tree.
That must hurt.
Well, not really. Lucky for me, I always land on my head.
And now it's time for...
That's amazing! Today, the monkey who has no thumb.
Ooh, that's gotta make hitchhiking tough.
This monkey is one of today's guests, the Colobus monkey. Did you know that Colobus is the Greek word for broken?
No, I did not know that.
It's true! The Colobus monkey was given its name because scientists at first thought that the monkey's thumb had been broken off.
Really?
But in fact, it never had thumbs, and it doesn't need them to swing from tree to tree. The thumbless Colobus monkey.
Another animal that'll make you learn to speak Greek and say...
That's
amazing!
And now it's time to meet our first guest.
Whoa, what was that?
That was our first guest gliding in. I told you he could fly. And here he is all the way from Central Africa.
Africa?
Cody, the Colobus monkey.
Gotta get a move on. Glide, glide, glide. No time to waste. Places to go, trees to see.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. You're Stinky, so you must be Jake. I'm ready to glide, so let's go.
Well, don't Colobus monkeys ever rest?
Sure, yeah, when it comes to resting, we're the best. Take a look.
Oh boy, footage.
You see, the fact is, we spend almost 3/4 of our day resting.
That's almost as much as Stinky.
And when you see us in those trees, we're almost always in groups, like these monkeys here.
How many are usually in a troop of Colobus monkeys?
Oh, anywhere from 5 to a dozen. We groom each other's fur and tails and keep an eye on the younger monkeys. But the most important thing we do is travel together.
Well, it looks like that monkey has someplace to travel.
Yeah, he's following the leader of the troop. And where he goes, the others are sure to follow.
Where are they headed?
They're going to glide through the trees.
Whoa! Did you see that jump?
Oh, that's nothing. We do those all the time.
Aren't you afraid of falling?
No, not really, Jake. Because we don't have thumbs, our paws are perfect for hooking onto one branch and sliding off to the next. Besides, we really know our way around these trees because we almost always swing between the exact same trees.
You mean you follow the same path day after day?
That's absolutely right, yeah. And speaking of leaping, do you mind if I glide around your trees for a while whilst we watch this next bit of film?
Sure.
Thanks, Jake.
Be careful climbing that tree. Whoa, you're fast.
Whoa! Oh, you're really up there.
Yeah.
Hey, watch this. Now then, where were we? Oh, yes, that's right.
yeah.
As I was saying, we spend most of the day sitting on tree branches and just, resting.
And scratching, too.
Resting and scratching. Boy, that's my kind of day.
Hey, and when we do get around to leaping, it's for only one reason. To find food.
Eating too? Where do I sign up to be a Colobus monkey?
Now, what kind of food do you eat, Cody?
Oh, we love fruits and flowers, but we can eat almost any kind of leaf. Our stomachs are a series of small pouches, sort of like a cow's stomach, so we can eat food other animals just wouldn't be able to digest.
You ought to try one of Yves Saint Laurent's meals.
I'll get you for that, you little stinker.
Colobus monkeys seem to spend a lot of time grooming. Now, do you really get that dirty?
Grooming doesn't just keep us clean. It also plays an important part in keeping our troop together.
Well, how does it do that?
Well, when monkeys groom each other, it helps them develop a friendship, They come to depend on each other and to trust each other. But believe me, when you're leaping from tree to tree, like this monkey here, trust is very important. Say, you've got some great trees up here. Why don't you two come up?
After you, Jake.
No thanks, Stinky. Cody, do you Colobus monkeys spend all of your time in trees?
Take a look. Now, here's two young monkeys practicing their tree hanging skills. The one on the right's doing pretty well. But I don't think his buddy's got a grip on it yet.
Well, I guess that's one way to get down to the ground.
We sometimes go down to the ground to pick up fruit and other food that's fallen, but when we're on the ground, we still move as fast as we can.
How come?
Well, the ground is the most dangerous place for a Colobus monkey. Panthers and other predators down there would love to grab us for their dinner. As soon as we see any dangers, we climb back up into the trees and hide.
Aw, there's someone hiding with their mommy.
Yeah, he's a cute one, isn't he? That's a 1 week old. For the first 2 weeks, our babies are almost always clinging to the mum's side.
Well, how come he looks so different from his mom?
Our babies are born completely white, with pink hands and a pink face. At 4 months, though, he'll start to look more like his mum. His hands and his face will turn black, and his fur will really start to come in.
Are mother and baby always that close?
For the first year and a half, a mother Colobus monkey won't let a child out of her sight, just to make sure he doesn't fall or get into trouble.
Even after that, he won't be alone. Your troop sure stays close together.
There's so much to learn, you know, how to glide from tree to tree, where to find the best food, and what's the best way to take a nap while sitting sideways on a branch.
Yeah, I've always wanted to know how to do that.
Yeah, me too, but I keep breaking the branches.
Why don't you come up and join me?
Actually, I think it'd be better if you came down.
Okay, if you say so. Look out below. That was the best glide I've ever had. I landed on something soft.
My head.
Oh, well, thanks for being on the show, Cody.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a pleasure dropping in.
And I had fun being dropped on.
See you guys in the trees.
Yeah, well, you know, nice guy, but my neck hurts from watching him swing back and forth.
Well, what should we do?
Oh, I don't know about you, but I'm gonna watch Baby Talk.
No, Stella, I will not pick the leaves for you. You gotta learn to pick your own.
Okay, I'm going. Now, which leaf do I want? Oh, that looks like a nice one. Huh. Oh, yeah, got it. Oh, not bad.
Hey, Stella! One word of advice. Watch out for the spikes on the acacia tree. They're very, spiky.
I think I'm just gonna bite the whole thing. Well, no, maybe not. No, one more try.
Oh, Stinky, we've got to do something to keep our next guest from gliding around in the trees like that, or our heads are gonna fall off. Any ideas?
Well, we could let our heads fall off. Nah. Oh, I've got it. I'll be right back.
Well, meanwhile, let's see some more gliding. Oh.
Don't get in the flap, just glide, glide, glide. Don't need a wing nor anything to glide, glide, glide. You wanna pay a visit, you wanna take a ride. Just say wee, leave that tree and glide, glide, glide. Just glide, glide, glide. No ifs or buts, you want those nuts, then glide, glide, glide. Now elephants can fly, however hard they tried. Some squirrels, lemurs, flying fish, they glide, glide, glide.
I'm not gonna tell you again, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm Wanda Rat, rodent reporter, getting you answers to today's tough questions. Let's see if one of these animals knows the answer. Ma'am.
Oh, yes.
Can you answer a question?
Sure, unless it's about flying. You know, folks forget that penguins can't fly. That we're flightless birds. What's your question?
Which of the following animals can fly? The flying frog, the flying lizard, the flying fish, or the flying lemur? Your answer.
Oh, I bet they can all fly just to make us penguins look bad.
You are absolutely correct! All of these animals can fly.
Yeah, why me?
Oh, don't take it too hard, Mrs. Penguin, because the flying frog, flying lizard, flying fish, and flying lemur don't exactly fly. They glide.
What?
Just look.
Oh, did you see that frog go?
Yes. It uses its webbed feet as parachutes. See? And as for this lizard, watch. Extensions of the lizard's ribs support a large flap of skin along its sides. And the flying fish uses those fins to glide when it leaps out of the water. And here's the flying lemur or colugo preparing for takeoff. On your marks, get set, go! Yes! This is Rhonda Rat reporting on the flying lemur and friends. Now back to you, Stinky and Jake.
Thanks, Rhonda. Well, Stinky's not back yet, so while we're waiting, let's visit our good friend, Yves Saint Laurent.
I'm a happy little cockroach. Bonjour, my petite animal friends. Today, I, Yves Saint Laurent, will show you how to use common ingredients to make an uncommonly delicious marmalade. It is so simple. In this bowl here, I have poured 3 things you will find in almost every kitchen. Some oranges, some sugar, and a little pepper here. Then I mix. Or if you live in Australia, mix the other way. Now then. Oh, magnifique! But, you know, I think I put in a little too much pepper. Yeah. Wait a minute. That isn't pepper. It is gunpowder.
Gesundheit. Thanks, Eve.
Yeah.
Stinky, what's in this bucket?
Oh, this here is glue.
Ooh.
You see, we can keep our second guest from gliding through the trees by gluing him to his seat.
Stinky, we can't do that. We'll just have to hope he doesn't want to glide.
Oh. Well, I wish you'd said something about that to me before I got glue all over my paws.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but it's time to bring him out now. All the way from North America. Here is Quincy, the flying squirrel.
Thank you. I appreciate being here. Thank you.
Over here!
What?
Over here.
Oh, gosh, well, they told me I was supposed to be, what exactly do you mean by uh-oh?
Well, I mean uh-oh in the sense that I had glue all over my hands and now I'm stuck to you.
Yeah, you see, Quincy, we didn't want our heads to fall off, so Stinky was gonna glue you to the seat, but I said no.
Gesundheit! That's just our cockroach chef who ate some exploding marmalade.
Okay, I think maybe I ought to show you a little bit about flying squirrels and then get out of here as quick as I can.
Cool. Good idea.
Okay. Now, as you can see, we look like most any other squirrel.
Bushy tails, big eyes.
Skunk glued to your back.
So what makes the flying squirrel different?
It's the extra flap of skin and fur that we have between our arms and legs.
I don't see anything.
Well, when we're running around or sitting still like this, you can't tell it's there. But wait. When we leap like that, we stretch our arms and legs out, and those flaps of skin and fur act as a kind of sail that lets us catch the wind current and glide to the next tree.
So you're not really flying squirrels, you're more gliding squirrels.
Right, Jake. To fly like a bird flies, you have to be able to power yourself into flight. We don't flap, we float. Except for our flying, we do everything that regular squirrels do. Why, look. Here's a flying squirrel headed home to his cute little squirrel baby.
Oh,
look at
cute
that.
little squirrel baby.
They don't have much fur.
And I noticed they didn't have any baby skunks glued to them.
Yeah, they're lucky that way.
Well, let's take another look at those cute little squirrel babies.
Oh, all right. Now, here they are. Adorable, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
But did you know that squirrel babies are born blind?
Blind?
Right. It takes more than 3 weeks before they even open their eyes, and then another month or more before they're ready to leave the nest.
Huh.
And there's Mom. Yeah, she'll give them milk, and she'll use her body heat to keep them warm until their own fur really starts to come in.
Quincy, what's it like for flying squirrels in the winter?
Oh, cold, Jake. It's cold in the winter.
Jake sometimes asks obvious questions.
Oh, I see.
No. What I mean is, do you hibernate?
Yeah. No, we don't, but we do get very inactive. only going out of the nest when we really have to.
So you wouldn't mind if I joined you this winter, would you?
I guess not, Stinky, but unless we get unglued, I'm sure gonna have a tough time flying like this squirrel.
No passengers?
Right, a flying squirrel can only fly alone. A mom can't even take her babies along. Each squirrel has to learn to fly for itself.
Well, thanks, Quincy, for telling us about flying squirrels. And if it's not too much trouble, could you sing a song?
Oh, I'd love to.
Mind if I sing backup?
Like I have a choice.
And now here's Quincy with Stinky singing "Two's a Crowd."
We're stuck together with glue.
You're stuck to me.
I'm stuck with you.
Who'd have thought that a squirrel and a skunk would get messed up in all this gunk? And Will and Orville write, prepared to make the first man flight.
Did Orville say I need one thing? A skunk called Stinky on my wing? I don't think.
No, emphatically no. That's not the way to go. So from our hearts we sing out loud. One is company.
Two's a crowd.
Great song, you two.
It's another fine mess we're in. You're stuck to me.
I'm stuck with him.
I've only come here for the ride.
I suppose you think you'll help me fly.
No, emphatically no. That's not the way to go. So from our hearts we sing out loud. One is company.
Two's a crowd. Ridiculous. You really.
Great song, guys.
Thank you, Jake.
You don't mind if Quincy sticks around, do you?
Well, sure. Come on over here, you two, and we'll see if we can find a way of getting you unstuck. Meanwhile, you can watch this. Here, let me see what I can do.
Yeah,
one, two, three.
And now it's time for...
Oh, whoopski, bearski, animal awards. Today we'll find out which of these animals can glide the furthest.
Oh, hey, that would be my pal Jim Lewis.
Is Jim Lewis a good glider?
No, but I promised I'd mention his name on the show. Hey, you, Jim.
Oh, Armstrong, let's find out who the best glider is.
Is it the Greater Glider?
The sugar glider?
The Wandering Albatross?
Or the golden eagle?
And the winner is...
The wandering albatross with the largest wingspan of any bird and a great sense of wind direction. The wandering albatross can glide through the air farther than any other animal. The wandering albatross.
Yeah, the world's greatest glider.
And winner of today's Animal Award.
Well, now today's story.
Oh, boy.
Once upon a time, there was a bat named Nat. Like all bats, Nat slept during the day, with his friends close by. One day, something amazing happened. The great bat is coming! The great bat is coming! Cried Nat over the rumbles and roars of the gigantic flying beast. Wake up! Wake up! We must greet the great bat or suffer the consequences. But Nat's friends didn't want to wake up. It's not the great bat, Nat, they said. It's an airplane. But Nat could see that they were wrong. It is the great bat, he said, flapping his wings excitedly. Wait for me, great bat. I believe in you. I'm coming with you. So Nat tried to catch up with the great bat. He flew and flew and flew. And as far as I know, he's still flying happily ever after. The end.
Good story, Jake.
Thanks. Oh, Bunny! What is that in that bowl?
Oh, this is Eve's leftover marmalade. He wants me to get rid of it before anybody else explodes.
Explode? Wait a minute. Leave that over there, Bunny.
Okay.
I got an idea.
Uh-oh.
You can do it. You can do it.
Armstrong, it's habitat time.
Good. Where are we going?
Well, to see who lives in the trees. And since you're a bird and know all about trees, you're gonna be our guide.
I am?
Come on.
Okay.
So, what's that, Armstrong?
How should I know?
It's a flying lemur. Didn't you listen to Wanda's quiz today?
Well, I would have if I hadn't been so busy.
The flying lemur lives in Malaysia, and it's also called a kaluga. Oh, look! baby!
Fasten your seatbelt, kid. Whoa, there they go. Look at that. Oh, hey, I know all about these guys. They live in trees, and they're called the,
Koalas, Armstrong.
Right. Oh, hey, and there's something else that lives in trees. See, right there? See that?
I see it, Armstrong. What is it?
It's it's a very good with its tongue.
It's a flat-necked chameleon, Armstrong. Wow, it almost looks like part of the tree.
Oh, and that there is a snake.
A vine snake, to be exact.
Yeah, and I bet it's called that because it looks like a vine, right? Oh, hey, and here's a cute little animal eating something.
That's a red squirrel. They live high in the treetops and eat plants and nuts. When there's lots of food around, they store the extra for the winter months.
Oh, and here's a real swinger.
Yes, Armstrong. It's a gibbon. It's got very long arms.
Perfect for swinging.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Swinging.
Yeah.
Up, hey, there's my old pal Lamont the Sloth. Hey, Lamont, how are you, pal?
I know him. Hiya. Well, you didn't do too badly, Armstrong.
What are you talking about? I was great. Habitat time was a real blast.
Exploding marmalade!
Whoa! For habitat time, it's Armstrong the Chicken Hawk.
And Bunny Bear just back from the trees.
Over to you, Rhonda.
Once again, I'm Rhonda Rat, rodent reporter, getting you answers to today's tough questions. Let's see if one of these animals knows the answer. Sir.
Yeah, look, the marmalade exploded, and now I don't have a skunk glued to me anymore.
I'm very happy for you. Now, could you answer this question? Which of the following animals does not live in a tree? The sloth, the red squirrel, the ground squirrel, or the koala? Your answer.
I'm gonna take a wild guess. The ground squirrel.
You are absolutely correct!
Wow! First no skunk, now this. Life is good.
Quincy is right. The ground squirrel does not live in a tree. It lives underground in large burrows that it sometimes shares with meerkats and other small rodents. This is Rhonda Rat reporting on ground squirrels. Now back to you, Stinky and Jake.
Thanks, Rhonda. Yeah. Well, Stinky, that was a great idea using Eve's exploding marmalade to unglue you and Quincy.
Well, Eve's food will eat through anything.
Yeah, and now it's time to say thank you to today's guest, Cody the Colobus monkey and Quincy the flying squirrel. So until next time, remember, keep on seeing the world through the eyes of animals. Stinky.
Say, Eve's marmalade is pretty tasty.
Stinky, you shouldn't eat that. Oh.
Why? Oh, now I remember.